Welcome to our 7-year itch.
The podcast that is definitely not relationship advice.
Hello.
It's your catchphrase again.
Yeah.
We're doing it in the morning today.
Yeah. Sunday morning.
Early.
Yeah. I don't know if we sound strange, like we have a very sexy voice. It's because we had like a kind of a party last night and we had a late night.
Hangover.
Yeah. A little bit.
So I don't know why we've decided to do it now.
Because I think it's best. Probably like the alcohol is still running through my veins. So I still I feel like I'm in the middle of the party. So I thought, why not? Let's take the last bit of it.
I thought it was a fun night.
It was a fun night. So it was our first time, how do you say, like entertaining. I like that word. It's so pretentious.
It wasn't. We were entertaining properly. It was supposed to be a barbecue.
And then the weather, of course, ruined everything.
Yeah.
So
that's right. Made tacos instead.
Yeah, really nice tacos you made. Puerco, not carnitas.
No, puerco. Very simple recipe. Pork, lard.
Loads of it. Yeah.
Limes, cinnamon, salt, a couple of chilies. Put it all in a big Dutch oven.
Yeah.
Stuck it in the oven for 3 hours. Oh,
that was really
gorgeous.
Nice. I think it was like people's favorite because it just went.
I could have made twice as much.
Yeah, we would have eaten it.
Found really nice little mini tortillas in Tesco's.
That's a really good finding. Yeah, it's like they're wheat and corn, but they're so much better.
They're still not proper authentic ones, but they were very nice.
Yeah, so much better than just the wheat tortillas.
The tacos. That's this week's tip. Go and buy those from Tesco's.
And also, they are a small size. So it's like, if you have ever been to Mexico, you will know that our tacos, like for example, tacos al pastor, are made with these small tortillas. And we had never seen that size here in the UK.
No.
So it was a really nice surprise yesterday.
So talking of Mexico, we were going to talk about my first time in Mexico today.
Yeah.
When was it?
I'm thinking we were not married, so I am thinking 2017.
Right.
Yeah.
For me, I was thinking about Mexico, and like most people, I think, who grew up in the UK, we think of Mexicans and Mexico, and we really only see that in cowboy films.
Oh.
And I just had this image in my mind of it being this kind of dust bowl place where everyone's wearing these white artisan clothes with little red neck chiefs and sombreros. Yeah, I genuinely, naively thought,
because I was wearing sombrero like all the time.
But this is what racial stereotypes do to you, isn't it? You know, you grow up thinking something, you just think it's true.
Thanks to Hollywood.
Yeah. And I wasn't expecting to go into the center of Mexico City and be stood there and looking around thinking I could be stood in central London. Yeah,
or even like Polanco, for example, in Mexico City.
That's what I mean. Polanco is like all big glass buildings.
Yeah.
You know, it's a modern commercial center.
Yeah, and the big shopping center in Palacio. You know, Palacio Hierro is beautiful there. Yeah, so many things.
Yeah, so if you've never been to I know people have been to Cancun and places like that, but it's it's not what I thought it was, and I feel really stupid for that now. Yeah. So I apologize.
Yeah, but it's like, if you have the chance to travel to Mexico, like you said, go like to Mexico City, for example, spend some days there. Just be very careful. I always say be very careful because, of course, you don't want to get into any trouble. But yeah, it's a beautiful city, and I didn't know this before, but I think Mexico City is the city with the how do you say, like the biggest number of museums around the world. Yeah.
That's a funny statistic.
Yeah, I think I almost feel like googling it.
Okay.
Yeah, we have so many.
What happened then on my first time? I really can't remember.
We went there to spend Christmas and New Year's Eve with my parents, with my family.
Your brother picked us up from the airport?
He always does. Yeah, yeah.
We went to his flat.
Mm-hmm.
We had tacos al pastor.
Probably. Yeah.
Ordered from somewhere.
El Khalifa, I think, because he likes El Khalifa.
Then I think we slept on the sofa.
We slept on the sofa because back then they were still living in these small flats.
Mm.
Yeah, it was before they moved to the one. And yeah, we were sleeping on the sofa. Camila, our niece, she was very little. She was like 3 years old or something.
Mm.
Yeah, she was funny.
And then we got to your parents' house. Drive from Mexico City to your parents. Got there. I was very impressed with the size of the house.
Oh yeah.
Lovely house.
Yeah.
Really nice. In a nice area, and like everyone's got these lovely houses where they're sort of built into the hillside.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice. Again, like just nothing what I expected Mexico to be like.
Mm.
I just didn't expect it to be I genuinely didn't expect it to be as cosmopolitan as it was.
Yeah, and the design of the house as well.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that
Yeah, really nice time. But I like the drive from Mexico City to the house as well because you're driving through the countryside and it's beautiful.
I was going to say all the mountains and stuff. And when you get to like close to Tepoztlán and you see all that around you is the cerros, you know.
And watching all the countryside changing from sort of leafy trees turning into cactuses is the first time I'd ever seen, real cactuses.
Yeah, like kind of like maguey kind of,
big ones. Like the ones you see in cowboy movies. So that was real. Those things do exist.
Yeah,
standing there in the desert with their arms up.
Yeah, you are right because when you leave Mexico City, you go through like a kind of like woody, like woods area. With big trees and like a valley kind of thing.
Much more. I think they call it temperate climate.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Yeah,
and then you go through that bit with the cactuses. Cactus. It's called
cacti.
Cacti. Really? You say like that?
That's the plural. Yeah.
I don't know. Like fungi.
Yeah, like Elvi.
What? What is that?
1 Elvis, 2 Elvi. Everyone knows that.
Like Elvis. What do you mean Elvis?
Well, what do you do if there's more than one Elvis?
You call them the Elvises?
Elvises. No, they're Elvi, obviously.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, sorry, we lost track there.
Yeah. And then, so this area with the cacti. Oh, yeah. Okay, did it again. This area with the cacti. And then, is this complete different thing. You can also feel the change on the weather. So it gets really hot really quick. After there is a part called La Pera. After La Pera, it's a completely different world.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was really nice just to sort of have the experience of travelling along the roads, taking everything in. And we got to your parents. Did we go to sleep? Or no, we slept at your brother's, went to your parents. I think I was exhausted.
Yeah.
I hadn't had anything to eat or drink. And you said, let's go for a walk to this place called Tepoztlán.
No, but that was like the next day. I didn't take you there immediately because the thing is...
Felt like it.
Yeah, no, the thing is, so there we live pretty close to a town called Tepoztlán. And it is famous because it's like a very hippie town. It's supposed to have like a special energy and things. So people go there to recharge, kind of like
energy.
Glastonbury thing.
Yeah.
So we have like the Glastonbury in Mexico. It's called
I don't know what
Tepoztlán.
energy it was I had. I didn't have energy. Kind of took energy.
So, but it's very, very, very touristy. So Saturdays and Sundays get so busy that me as a local, almost a local, I knew that if I wanted to take you there to visit, we had to get there very early.
Yeah, it was the next day. So it was like, let's go early in the morning. Yeah. I remember saying, do we need breakfast or anything? And you were like, nah, it'll be fine. We'll go there.
Yeah, but no, wait, we're missing the important part. Because I want to take you up the mountain to see the pyramid at the top of the hill. Well, it's not a hill, it's a mountain.
Hill. I think at the time you called it a hill.
Yeah, well, yeah. And I thought, it's going to be, I had done it like 100 times. And I thought probably an hour, so it's fine. We get there at 7. We go up an hour, then come back down another hour, and then we're having breakfast by 9. It's going to be perfect. But of course, I wasn't counting on you boiling and struggling with the weather, even at that time. And even like for us, is very like it's even it's
But I was already jet lagged.
yeah,
Hadn't drank any water.
yeah.
And just got up early and went straight there. And
I didn't take any drinks with me, any snacks, nothing.
It was beautiful though.
It
Really
is beautiful.
Beautiful. But the walk, like climbing up, I mean, there's bits where you feel like you're climbing up a rock face.
Yeah, yeah.
I know they've put a lot of work in it and built some steps in parts of it.
Yeah.
But that was hard work. What amazed me was on the way up there were guys jogging past us carrying crates of water on their shoulders to the top so that when people got there, they could sell the water to them.
Yeah.
And believe me, we bought some water.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful, beautiful view from it.
Beautiful view. And we can stick a photo up on...
yeah, we have a few.
Yeah, we'll stick one up on Instagram so you can see the photo of it.
But then on our way back, I took you to this amazing place called Los Colorines. It's a very traditional one, like a restaurant. And then you had your fresh chilaquiles, green chilaquiles. And I think they are your favorite breakfast, no? Mexican breakfast.
And again, my only experience of Mexican food was at that point was Tex-Mex. You know, that little section in the supermarket where you can get the old El Paso taco shells.
Oh, God.
And what was it, like taco seasoning or something to like make chicken.
Yeah.
It seems strange now looking at it.
Little disclaimer, taco shells are not Mexican, are not a Mexican thing. Yeah.
They don't exist.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, they do exist.
Yeah, but I mean, in Mexico, you couldn't, if you wanted, you couldn't find them in the supermarket. You couldn't find them anywhere, actually.
Can you really not even buy taco shells in Mexico?
No, seriously, we don't have them. Probably up north, probably in Chihuahua, in the burritos land. Also because people mistake this. So they think that burritos are a Mexican dish. They're not. They are not. They're only famous up north in Chihuahua. They're originally from Chihuahua. So if you want a burrito in Mexico City, good luck trying to find them. Because they are not very popular. Yeah.
But yeah, I learned a lot about Mexican food that first time. Chiles rellenos.
Rellenos, yeah. Chiles rellenos.
Chiles rellenos, I thought were awesome.
Yeah, they're good.
I love them. They're basically like these poblano peppers stuffed with kind of cheese. And then dipped in batter and fried.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a little bit of sauce. We were talking about this last night, actually, in Mexico. You have red sauce and green sauce. And that's all it's called.
Yeah.
It's called red sauce or green sauce. Everywhere you go, any restaurant you go to in Mexico, you get a pot of red sauce and a pot of green sauce on the table.
But there are many varieties of them. Like you think, like for example, green sauce, yeah. But I think we have just like green sauce made with tomatillos or made with avocado, for example, or with jalapeno or something. So there are like some variations. And then the red one.
But it's green. Everything in it's green.
Yeah, I know. I know I know what you mean. But then also the red, it can be made of pasilla or chile ancho or cascabel or...
I know, but the point is like every time it's just called green sauce or red sauce.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
If you order in your eggs, they say, do you want them with green sauce or red sauce? And
actually it's a thing, when you are Mexican, it's like, what I don't know, like probably here is like, do you like coffee or tea in the mornings? You know, like you are split into two teams, kind of like the same thing. So in Mexico, it's like if someone tells you that their favorite is red or green, you can kind of like profile people through this.
I think I'm green.
You are green, yeah. And I used to be green as well, and then I think I've changed.
And I'd never eaten a tomatillo until I went to Mexico.
But I think that's the thing. You like the, how do you say it? Like the...
Sour?
Yeah, it has a funny taste. But like, what I mean is like you like it because you don't have it here. So it's something very exclusive to Mexico.
Yeah.
So every time you go there, you stuff your face with green salsa.
We grew them, didn't we? Do you remember? We grew them in the garden.
Yes. I think we had a few.
Yeah, they grow all right.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a big bush.
Yeah.
They were lovely, fresh tomatillos. Yeah, really
They're
nice.
amazing.
I have to do that again.
Probably,
actually,
yeah.
Just plant one. It's not that hard, is it?
I mean, they need to be covered, and they are like very like, oh my god, we're gonna
Am
get
I
cold.
forgetting why I said I don't want to do a vegetable patch in this house?
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But then yesterday, when I was looking at you explaining all the things that you have done in the garden and stuff, you really like you were so happy about that. So I think you need some vegetables and things. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I am enjoying doing the garden, but the thing is, it's like once it gets to it's like anything. Once it gets to a point where you have to maintain it and you can't be bothered on a particular day, it's like where it goes from being a fun thing that motivates you to being something that becomes a task that you have to do. And I think in the old house, the vegetable patch very quickly became that. And it was a huge vegetable patch, wasn't it?
It was huge. We ended up with 4 gigantic beds.
Yeah. And just growing potatoes and carrots and things like that. And carrots, I mean, we had so many carrots.
Beetroot.
Beetroot, just too much beetroot to eat. And then you go to the shops and a bag of carrots is 20p.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And then I just thought,
the satisfaction of just going there and pulling them out, it was actually really good. But it's not, it's like,
The same with potatoes. It was nice to grow them, but again, just buy a bag of potatoes. I think I enjoyed the onions.
But not organic ones, because they are more expensive. Do not pay 70p instead of 30.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But the onions I enjoyed. I think I grew about 100, I had 120 onions.
Yeah.
And they lasted us, didn't they?
Oh,
Do you remember?
God, like 6 months. Yeah.
So that was quite nice. It is satisfying when you've got onion, garlic, celery, carrot, tomatoes, all from the garden.
Yeah.
And you make your own sauce from
Yeah.
it.
And we had chilies, remember? We
And
grew
chilies
some
as well.
chilies as
So
well.
that was satisfying. So we had the tomatillos and we had the tomatoes. So we could have red chilies and green chilies. So we could actually make red sauce or green sauce. So that was fun. But like I say, it just gets to a point where you just like, sometimes you just can't be bothered to do it.
And then
like,
was attacked, remember, by Mr. Mole.
I remember him. What a little arsehole.
You relocated him a few times and he just kept coming back.
I took him probably about 400 meters away.
You're like, oh my God. Yeah, okay.
Because I caught him. I literally sat out there one day. I thought, I'm going to get him. Because he was digging around. It was almost like a cartoon, where you see the cartoon and the carrots are like going, boom, being pulled down.
Yeah.
So you just see a line of carrots going, boom, boom, boom. It's like, I'm going to get him. And I got a chair and I sat there with a bucket and I think I had a little spade or something. And I was waiting for him to move. And then, you can see the soil starting to like pile up because they build these molehills where they're digging. So I was like, there he is. I'm going to get him. And then I just saw his little feet come up first, his little fingers came up, and his little nose came out, and he was like going, sniffing the air.
Yeah.
And I like crept up, and I was like, boom, got him. Like I got the bucket on top, I got the spade underneath, tipped it over, and there he was in there. And he was so cute.
Yeah, he was.
And so soft. But his legs, his arms were so powerful. Amazing. I picked him up and he was like, really like muscular.
Yeah.
But because they dig through soil, don't they?
Yeah, imagine all the exercise that he was doing every day.
Yeah.
Just fucking up like all the vegetable patch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I took him, put him the other side of the farm.
Yeah. And he came back.
And then a couple of days later, he was amazing. I managed to come back.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Mole.
Yeah. So we're probably not going to have mole issues, but we'll see. I think it's something for next year now. I don't know where there's winter vegetables in there you could do. I mean, but we're going to put that corner of the garden now. It's going to be like a tropical shaded area for us to sit in hammocks, I think.
Yeah.
Which I think is going to be a nice space.
Yeah. Another space just to rest.
Yeah. It was nice to have people on the patio last night.
It was. It was a surprise.
Sat there on the garden furniture on the patio, which is still not completely finished.
No, but it's very close.
Usable.
Very close there. Yes. Yeah.
Very usable.
Yeah. But let's go back to
Mexico.
Yeah. Because that was the whole point. So
to Poznan. So we got there at 7 a.m. or something stupid like that.
Yes.
And I hadn't had any breakfast.
But I was right. Because you got to enjoy the pyramid on top. We got like really nice pictures. It was a really nice experience, apart from you almost dying up there. But then I compensate with a nice breakfast in town. And then we went back, and we were probably like at my parents' back at noon or something. And it felt like, we were doing a lot. And then, you were saying you were talking about the experience with the picadas in Cuautla.
Was that when we first went, was it?
Yeah.
For me, that was amazing. When you go to a small town down a dusty track, and I mean dusty, and so this was more like the things I'd imagined when I was thinking of Mexico.
Yeah.
You know, you go down this dusty road in this town, and you see this place out the front of someone's house, and they've got like a charcoal burning sort of iron plate out the front.
A comal. It's called comal.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. And white plastic, I mean,
chairs
just everywhere.
Yeah.
White plastic chairs and tables. You know, everyone knows exactly the ones I mean. They're everywhere. Everywhere has these white plastic chairs outside. But it makes it feel...
Yeah.
It makes it more of an experience.
No, and you know what, like, so the town you're referring to is called Cuautla. And Cuautla is famous for picadas. Picadas is this dish. So imagine kind of like a fat tortilla that all around, it has like little holes, kind of like, it's like they press it down. It's not a hole. They press it down to make like kind of like a mini bowl, but like very flat bowl.
A tortilla that's turned into they turn the edges up all around the edge of it to make it into like a plate with edges. Yeah,
and then they put salsa, any kind of salsa, and then sour cream and cheese and onion, diced onion. And you can add beans, or you can add like chicken tinga, or whatever. But so this town is very famous because of the picadas, and you can find so many places. And my parents are experts in picadas, of course, because we have lived near that town for like forever. So they can tell you exactly what's the specialty in each place, because of course all the picadas are different. It's like tacos. We have so many tacos. So they had different places for the weekends, or for like the middle of the week, or if it's for breakfast, or if it's for like brunch or lunch. It's a very specific kind of food. So anyway, the ones that we took you to, my parents call them the expensive ones, because the lady just charges you by like, I don't know how she calculates, but she never gives you a menu, and you never know how much they are exactly. So my mom always gets really, really angry because she never knows how much they are going to have to pay. So, but you take it because the picadas are really, really good. But like you said, they are on the street, like literally on the street. So you have the cars passing next to you, like literally 10 centimeters next to you.
Yeah.
But it's a normal thing. And you can see people just waiting to get a seat on one of those plastic chairs for hours, But because the lady knows she knows my parents very well. So she always makes room for us. And it's like, we get like premium service kind of thing. But my parents were really worried because they were like, oh, this is really, I don't know, like, it's not, it's not a proper restaurant or anything. Should we take him or not? I was like, yeah, no, it's fine. Like, he's an adventurer, so he's going to be fine with it. And there was a whole debate. And then my brother was like, no, yeah, we have to take him because those are the best. Okay, yeah, take him. So yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed them.
Yeah, I got really ill, didn't I?
But I don't think it was because of those. It was just accumulation,
Yeah, I think it was an accumulation of like a sudden shock to the system of having so much different food, so much of it. And so, and I did notice that there was not as much salad and vegetables and things. And I think I was used to eating more green things. And I think I just found myself eating more potato, more sort of corn and flour, and more cheese and stuff. And
I think everything got stuck inside you because of the tortillas.
Let's not
go into the detail. No,
don't want to get too deep into the detail.
but it's true. You are not used to eat that much corn because we have it's just tortillas in variation. But it's fried or toasted or cooked but it's always tortilla in the diet. And I think that was the shock. And then the weather, of course. We went there in December, but for you, it was like a very, very hot summer. Whereas my mom was probably wearing a cardi, every day.
The dogs were wearing blankets.
Yeah, the dog, of course. And some of them were like proper jumpers.
It's like 27 degrees.
My mom is
your mum is like,
the dog is so cold.
Poor dogs. I need to give them a blanket. Put a blanket on the dog. It's so cold.
Yeah. So I think it was a complete shock. And then I had the brilliant idea of taking you to Acapulco.
So that was my first time, was it? We went, right.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where I got ill.
Because we spent Christmas, we went back to Mexico City to spend, I think, New Year's Eve. And then after New Year's Eve, from Mexico City, I drove to Acapulco, which is a very famous, in the 80s and 90s, it was very famous beach.
The whole time I was there, I had the song Going Loco Down in Acapulco in my head.
I don't even know the song.
Is it Billy Ocean?
I don't know.
I think it's Billy Ocean.
I don't know the song. Never heard of it.
Really quite a famous song. So I had that in my head. And I guess I just had Acapulco in my head as the main place that I wanted to go to. I think I knew about Cancun and places like that. And I didn't want to go there because I didn't want to go to an all-inclusive holiday.
Yeah, that's what
I wanted to
have the real experience.
I wanted to experience the real Mexico.
Yeah.
So you drove me to Acapulco.
And it's quite close to home. It was 4 hours drive or something.
Yeah, so 4 hours drive, toll booths.
Yeah.
I remember the drive down. Again, I just loved the drive. Seeing all the cactuses on the hills and things. Every time you get to a toll booth, seeing all the people
selling
stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone's selling stuff by the side of the road.
Crisps and
we're talking, when you say crisps, we're talking bin liner sized bags of crisps.
Yeah. With salsas and lime and sparkling drinks and sweets, peanuts, Mexican, traditional Mexican sweets. And then we stopped at this very traditional, famous place in the middle of on the way to Acapulco. Everyone stops there on the way there or back, and it's called Cuatro Vientos. And Cuatro Vientos, they sell cecina. That is cecina is this that you hated. Remember, it's the beef.
It's the meat that's been flattened out.
Yeah, that is very, very
hammer
flat.
It flat.
Yeah.
So it becomes almost like jerky, but it's still gone.
Well, this is specific from a town called Yecapixtla that is in Morelos, in the county where my parents live.
What's the town again?
Yecapixtla.
You see, this is where you can do my word of the week and try and get me to say.
Say it.
Yecapixtla.
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 Yeah, it's not bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Nice.
Okay. So we stopped there. We had some cecina. We had some chilaquiles. Some fresh orange juice, really squeezed orange juice. Amazing. And then we went to Acapulco finally.
I don't know if it's a Mexican thing or if it's your family, but I also noticed, again, growing up in the UK, we're used to having breakfast, lunch, dinner. Whereas whenever I'm in Mexico, we seem to just sort of graze through the day. So breakfast seems to last about 3 hours, but it just sort of blends into lunch.
Yeah.
And lunch lasts about 3 or 4 hours, and it kind of blends into a bit of time in the afternoon when you do nothing, and then dinner starts to appear. Is that a normal thing, or is it just your family?
I think we do, in Mexico, general families do something called sobremesa. So sobremesa, actually, there is no translation, I think, in English. So it means that you gather as a family in the dining room.
Something
and
table.
you have breakfast, and then you just sit there and talk. And you can talk for hours. My family is very, we're just used to do that. We have breakfast, and then, like you said, you realize that 3 hours have passed. You're still eating, and then you start thinking, oh, what are we going to have for lunch? Because the time is nearly, I don't know, 2 p.m. or something. And then you prepare lunch and then you sit down for another 3 hours. And then, it's...
And I remember, yo no hablo español bien.
Yeah.
Pero cuando yo en la mesa con la familia, yo hablo español poquito. Yo entiende poquito día por día. You know?
Yeah. So you didn't speak Spanish very well when you are with the family. You can understand a little bit.
Because round the table, you have the reference, like, you know.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, ¿tienes leche?
Yeah.
Gracias.
Yeah.
You know.
And the funny thing is, like, my dad doesn't speak a word of English. And it was funny just to see you two having a conversation and just laughing. And we were like so surprised, like, what are you talking about? And I think one day, for some reason, you stayed with him like for hours, just the two of you talking. And my mom was so surprised. She was like, what are they saying to each other? I don't know.
I was translating jokes from English to Spanish, and he was doing the same, vice versa. So I was doing like the man walks in, a horse walks into the bar, and the bartender says, "Why the long face?"
That's a good one.
Because he's a horse.
Yeah,
So
I know.
Horses have got
I know.
long faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for explaining that.
Yeah. And then I was doing like a variation on the Englishman, Irishman, Scotsman walk into a bar.
Yeah.
And we were doing like the Englishman, Mexican, and an American walk into a bar. And XYZ happens. Yeah, we were having a good laugh. It was a good laugh. And yeah, I do find that once I'm actually there and once I'm sat around the table, I can start to speak a bit of Spanish.
Yeah.
So I know I joke about how you pronounce English, but your English is incredibly good. Really good. And my Spanish is just awful.
Yeah, but we can agree that I'm a really bad teacher. I suck.
Yeah, you've
I'm
got
really
no
bad.
patience at all.
No. And I don't know how to explain. Like, to be honest, I think it's a skill to explain someone how to speak. I always get confused and I like overthink things, and then
But if I say to you, sorry, how do I say that? You just say the same thing, but you say it faster and louder and angrier, as if that's going to help me.
Yeah, I know. That's why I stopped trying. Like, fuck it, just like go to Duolingo.
I got Duolingo.
Yeah, but you always open Duolingo a week before we travel to Mexico. You pretend that you are going to learn in a week, and then after the trip, you are like, you are done for another year.
Yeah, I do Duolingo just before we go to Mexico, and then I can sit at the table and go, mi escuela es en la casa, y la casa tengo mucho.
El vestido verde.
El vestido verde.
El vestido verde. It's like the green dress. That's all Duolingo teaches you.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And ¿dónde está el baño?
¿Dónde está? That's a good one. Where is the toilet? ¿Dónde está el baño?
Yeah,
that's good.
Dos cervezas, por favor.
Dos
cervezas, por favor.
Yeah. 2 beers, please. Yeah, well, is all you need. Or 2 tacos, please. 2 tacos, por favor.
Yeah. I mean, so I will try. I'll get back into it.
Yeah.
I will get back into it.
I know you won't, but it's fine. It's fine. Dashy speaks Spanish.
Yeah, you speak Spanish to the cat all the time, don't you?
Yeah.
He definitely.
Yeah.
He's
does.
bilingual.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He can teach you.
Yeah, he could. He does talk a lot. I don't know whether he's speaking Spanish or English, actually.
That's a good question. I don't know. Because I'm bilingual as well, so I never wondered. We just understand each other.
I wonder if he meows slightly differently when he's doing
with an accent.
Yeah.
He probably speaks Spanish with accent.
Yeah.
he sounds like you probably.
The other cats are like,
yeah. What?
Are you? Huh?
What?
Why are you speaking weird? Acapulco.
Yeah, anyway.
Driving out of Acapulco, seeing all the cactuses, all the mountains, absolutely beautiful.
And then that happens again, the change in weather, because I think it's before, I don't know, probably an hour before getting there, you just see the landscape changing, and you have like all the palm trees, but like thousands of palm trees full of coconuts and things, and the air just gets hot.
Actual coconuts in coconut trees. Again, this is me.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up going to like the country fair where you have a coconut shy and you're throwing these wooden balls at coconuts to knock them off a stand.
Yeah.
And they're these kind of dried out brown things that you smash open with a hammer.
Yeah.
And there's no liquid inside it or anything like that.
Not.
It's just this dried white stuff inside. And you scoop that out and eat that. And I thought that's what a coconut was.
Until you went there, and I actually had a fresh one. Remember?
Oh, God, yeah.
Having the water, and then
chop the top off with the machete and just stick a straw in it, and you just drink it. It's beautiful.
And then you can get the fruit from inside.
Yeah. Then and it's like jelly. It's not this hard, crunchy stuff. It's like beautiful.
Yeah.
Really nice stuff.
So anyway, I decided to take you to the old Acapulco, because there are like different areas. So there is old Acapulco, and then like kind of like 90s Acapulco in the middle, and then the new part is called Diamante.
Yeah, and the old Acapulco, I love the idea of the old Acapulco. I was thinking of like the Rat Pack there, you know, with a cigarette and a glass of whiskey.
Yeah,
like walking around. And the hotel we stayed in was an awesome looking, like a real sort of 1950s chic. It was like something from the Jetsons.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
That style.
That is the whole idea, because that's from a group that tried to refurbish like old buildings and stuff, and they make like boutique hotels. Yeah,
it was a boutique hotel.
Yeah, it was, and it's really nice, and that's why I chose it, because I thought it's amazing. We are going to be in the old Acapulco in this nice hotel. He's gonna love it. It's gonna be amazing.
The first alarm bell for me was when I looked across the balcony to the beach.
Yeah.
This guy had the plastic table and he was just hacking away at an octopus on this plastic table.
Yes.
With a couple of carrier bags, and just like chopping it up in the midday sun.
Yeah.
And slopping it into these carrier bags.
Yes.
And I thought, that's interesting. And then we went to the restaurant, and I decided to order the ceviche.
Ceviche, yeah.
I thought, I'm going to be very cosmopolitan. I'll order the ceviche in Acapulco in this kind of vintage boutique hotel.
Yeah.
And they'd done it up like a proper posh boutique restaurant and everything. You got the balcony overlooking the ocean.
Do you feel like in the 60s?
Yeah.
It's really nice.
It was. I'm sure they've used it to film movies and things like that. They must have used it as a movie set.
Yeah.
So I had the ceviche. At the time, I remember when I was eating it, because for those who don't know, ceviche is like a kind of a seafood salad, really, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of. But it can be made with fish or shrimps.
It's a bit like sushi.
It's not sushi.
But
just Google it, people, if you want.
Why are you being so pedantic about it?
I am.
Like, it's fish. It's fresh fish served on a plate, you know.
Yeah, well, with salsa.
It's effectively like raw fish.
Yeah, and lime and onion.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Yeah, completely different to sushi, although it's kind of exactly the same.
It is not. Okay.
All right. And I remember when I was eating it, thinking, I was in another country, eating something I'd never eaten before, in a place that looked really sort of cool and chic. You know, when you like order a meal in a restaurant and it comes out and you think, this doesn't seem right, but then you think, I'm going to look like a complete idiot if I say something. And they look at me as if to say, well, that is the way we serve it here, sir. You know?
Yeah.
But I should have just gone with my instincts.
Yeah, because I like, to be honest, I don't think I tried it. So I didn't, or if I tried it, it was not enough, like bad enough for me to say anything. Yeah, it was.
It tasted a bit warm.
Ew. You shouldn't have eaten that.
Yeah.
Why did you?
Well, because I didn't know. I was in another, like I say, I was in another country. I was eating something that I hadn't eaten before. I didn't know what it was supposed to taste like. Mm-hmm. And I just thought, this seems like the kind of signature dish that I should be having. You know, I've got the Pacific Ocean right in front of me.
Yeah.
So fresh caught fish from the Pacific Ocean.
Probably part of the octopus that was just killed was on your plate.
And that was where I started to make the connection.
Yeah, but it wasn't. No, ceviche doesn't have octopus. Or at least the one that you ordered, no.
Because my experience when I was went to Southend seafront, I grew up in Essex. My family are from London. And Dad took us to the seafront one day and said he wanted us to have a culturally significant experience. So I went down to Southend. There's a little bit further down from Southend seafront where there was a place selling, cockles, winkles, jelly deals.
What is that?
That's what I mean. It was a culturally significant experience because growing up in the East End of London, they eat things like jelly deals.
What is jelly deal? What is that?
Well, you know what an eel is?
The
long slimy things.
Oh my God, yeah.
So it's one of those that's been, chopped into sections, still with the spine.
No.
So basically what they do is they get an eel, they catch an eel, they nail it to a plank of wood or to a wall or something with a nail, then strip the skin off it, and then boil it in a bucket with. I don't know if it's the natural jelly from the eel but it's jellified, and then people like me and my dad and my brother walk past and say, "Oh, let's have some jelly deals."
Oh, that sounds delicious.
They give you a little bit of liquor with it. To put on it. And so as I'm sat there in Acapulco eating this ceviche, I'm thinking back to the time when Dad, bought those jelly deals. And I remember eating the jelly deals and thinking, this is fucking disgusting. And so part of me, when we went to Acapulco, everything was so beautiful and looked so fresh. And I thought, this is the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
Surely the seafood here is going to be something completely different. So it all built up over time in my head to go from jelly deals in Southend to ceviche sat in Acapulco.
Yeah.
So I was eating it, and I as I was eating it, I felt that it tasted a bit warm. So I remember we ate that, and then we went to bed that night, and then at some point in the middle of the night, I remember just waking up.
Yeah.
And it was just, I can only describe it as hell.
Do you remember this?
Absolute hell.
The toilet had no door.
Did it not?
Remember that?
Yeah. The hotel,
a very cool hotel.
It was such a boutique hotel that the bathroom had no walls. The shower had no cubicle. You were showering in the room.
In the room.
Yeah, it had one of those sort of drains in the centre of the shower. So there was nothing there. At that point, I didn't need to go to the toilet. I woke up.
Yeah.
And I just felt very, very, very confused. And I was kind of thinking to myself, is this real or is it a dream? And then I started thinking, what is reality anyway?
You're tripping.
Yeah, I was absolutely tripping balls.
And I was asleep next to you.
You were asleep next to me. And you love your sleep. So I remember thinking, just do not wake her up. Do not wake her up because it's going to ruin everything and it's going to break the equilibrium of the universe. And so I remember sitting there and then I started thinking, okay, what am I doing? And I was breathing. I was going, okay, so I can breathe. There's air going in and out. And I was thinking, right, I have a body and I'm breathing and I've got a heartbeat and I think I'm alive and I think I'm part of the universe.
God, what from a ceviche? Oh my God, people are gonna just be ordering ceviches in Acapulco to get the same effect.
It was absolutely insane, but it was horrific. It was really horrific. It was fear. People will tell you about fear when they've, had
a bad ceviche.
Well, no, but I mean, like when people talk about fear, when they say, "Oh, if you're scared of spiders," for example, for someone who's not scared of spiders, you can't understand the fear that someone who's scared of spiders feels.
Yeah.
And as well, we know, right? There's nothing in this world scares me apart from
sharks. Yeah.
And that, by the way, that was why I didn't go swimming in Acapulco.
Yeah, because you couldn't see, because it was so dark. Yeah. Like it was like proper like dark blue and you couldn't see through.
Deep blue. So I was, so I didn't do that. So I'm sat there in the bedroom and I could feel my skin and I could feel it like everything felt really dry. So I was obviously so dehydrated as well.
Yeah.
But I had such a high temperature that I wasn't even sweating.
Mm-hmm.
And then and I still remember this, I remember looking up to the corner of the room and there were these tortillas all rolling along in a line.
Like the cartoons.
Yeah. It was like they were rolling along the top of the wall, between the wall and where it met the ceiling. And I'm just sitting there watching these tortillas. And at that point then, I really felt just deep despair. Like I felt like
this is it. I'm gonna die here.
I couldn't even conceive death.
Yeah.
It's so hard to explain. It was so out there. It was so otherworldly that I didn't even. I had no concept of life or death. I had no concept of time. I had no concept of self. All I knew was that there was a whole load of crazy shit going on, and I couldn't work out what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And then at some point, somehow, I managed to sort of crawl to the area where the shower was, and I must have sort of gone through a process in my head of thinking, I have to do something. I have to get some water on me.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember turning the shower on, and I think that was when I woke you up.
Yeah.
And then you felt me, and you were like, "Oh my God! Like, why didn't you wake me up?
Yeah,
you're really ill."
Yeah, you were boiling.
And people think of food poisoning as like, affecting your guts, and which it did.
Eventually.
I don't need to go into detail with that.
No.
But for me, the bigger thing was the mental, psychological loss of reality.
Yeah.
Really, really bad. Really bad. And once I became sort of conscious of the fact that I was me and that I was alive and that I was with you, I could sense that you were with me. That sort of despair kind of increased.
Oh God. Then, thank you.
Well, no, because then, like, I don't know if you've ever, when you're like really ill and you feel like you're going to feel like that for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And the thought of feeling like that for the rest of your life is exhausting.
Yeah.
And it just makes you even more afraid of what is happening in your body and in your life and in your brain.
Yeah.
So just utter panic. Real like panic, despair, like the anxiety it's just hard to explain. If you can imagine turning every dial up to maximum.
Yeah.
Everything was on 10.
Yeah.
Everything was just insane, crazy. Couldn't work anything out. I just really had no concept of reality.
Okay.
And that was hours. Went on for hours, didn't it?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't remember what happened after that.
Well, I remember. No, I had some plain white rice and banana.
Oh, really?
So I remember eating half a banana and getting a couple of spoonfuls of white rice.
Yeah.
And then I remember going down to the, what's the name of the convenience store?
Oxo. Yeah, there was an Oxo.
I remember when we went to leave to go back home, you went down to the Oxo. And that was where I learnt the phrase, no se puede.
Yeah, because in Mexico there is and in Oxos, there is this phrase like, no se puede. It's like, no, can't be done. And we went there for a coffee.
A coffee.
They had 3 sizes. We wanted the small one. We don't have small cups, like paper cups. And I was like, all right, so I'm gonna take a medium cup and pour like just, you know, a small coffee. And he was like, no se puede. What do you mean no se puede? No, because if you pick the medium cup, you have to have a medium coffee. I was like, but I don't want a medium coffee. I want a small one. And it's your fault that you don't have the cups. No. It's, oh my God, but it's like this. It's always, they find something that is like, no se puede. So James loves that phrase, no se puede.
And obviously I was just on a come down from a night from hell.
Yeah. So we ended up buying probably like large coffees actually.
Just bizarre.
Yeah, but it's a complete different concept of customer service.
Yeah.
You know? And yeah, I don't know.
So we got in the car, drove back to your parents, thought, well, let's have a quick word with the doctor just to make sure everything's all right.
Yeah.
Doctor put me straight in the hospital
Yeah.
room, put me on a drip.
Yeah.
And I've no idea what they were putting in.
No, neither did I. Yeah.
They were just doing the usual, hey, got another one.
Yep.
We know exactly what to do with these.
Yep. They just ask, are you allergic to something? No. Okay, fine. Boom.
Yeah.
They put loads of set. But then after that, you started feeling better. And,
Great.
And then you survived and everything.
It's that feeling, that relief, the feeling of relief when you realise you're back to reality.
Yeah.
It's such a nice feeling.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, oh. And then you suddenly forget everything.
And you're eating cheese again.
Yeah, I want to go and eat loads of cheese and tacos.
And you know, the funny thing is, yeah, because I'm thinking, when you get ill in Mexico, you are recommended to have is it bland diet? Like soft diet? How do you call it?
Rice. Like white rice and...
But for us is either chicken soup or they say like a quesadilla, for example. You have a quesadilla or like a scrambled egg with ham or something really soft for your stomach, apparently. So imagine if we were feeding you quesadillas again, right after.
Yeah.
So we were trying to kill you over and over and over again. We never succeeded, luckily. But yeah.
So it's gonna happen again next time I go.
Oh God. I don't know. I just I don't know if we have the energy. Like, for example, I don't want to be mean or anything, but I went to Mexico in April and you were supposed to be coming with me.
Yeah.
And we were still like, we didn't know and stuff. So my parents were asking constantly, is he coming? Is he coming? And then when I told them, no, he's not coming, my mom was like, oh, we really love him, but that's so good. Like
you didn't tell me this.
Yeah. She was like, oh, good, because like, you know, like they knew. They knew.
Too much hard work.
Yeah, it's like he's going to end up in hospital. Like, we need to be prepared for this.
The good thing is my insurance has covered it every time.
But I think it's going to be...
I can't believe they're not looking at it going, this is a bit weird.
Yeah.
You know, £2,000 every time.
Yeah, it's starting to look like really sketchy. But it's true. Yeah. It is true.
That was kind of a summary of the first time I went to Mexico. There was lots of really nice stuff that happened.
Did we go to Oaxaca that time? I think we did.
Was that my first time as well?
Yeah, because I was trying to show you, like, to take you to so many places. So it was.
No, that must have been the second time.
No, I'm pretty sure it was the first one, because we travel a lot. We only spend probably like 3 nights with my parents or something.
I reckon Oaxaca was the second time we went, because that was when we went to
and they were like,
the restaurant, and I had chiles rellenos there.
Yeah.
And they were really nice. Like, you can eat in somewhere like Oaxaca, you can go out and eat in a world-renowned restaurant.
Yeah.
And it costs you 20 quid max.
Yeah, back then it was
really,
so
really good quality,
and it was
chefy food.
One of the best restaurants in town.
Yeah. I didn't get ill from there.
No.
And we went on a mezcal tour.
That was amazing. That was really
round
good.
to all the different little places where they make the mezcal.
Yeah.
Saw the whole process.
Even like you finished the tour a bit drunk because you tried so many samples.
I bought quite a few litres of mezcal.
Yeah, loads.
Brought them home. Do you remember they lasted a while?
Yeah, those were good. Those were good.
Unlike probably the third or fourth time I was in Mexico and did that. Yeah, you know, I think I got scammed.
Yeah, of
you
course
go
you
into
did.
this place and they have these lovely bottles on the counter and you taste them and you go, oh, I'll have one of those.
Yeah.
And one of those.
Yeah.
And one of those. And then they go out the back room and come out with these bottles and hand you the bottles.
Yeah.
And I didn't really think about it. And then there was one time I was sat in the living room after I got back from Mexico drinking this artisan-made mezcal. And my eyes went a bit blurry. And I thought, that's weird. Like, I had like blurring coming into the side of my vision.
Mm-hmm.
And I suddenly put two and two together and I thought, do you know what that is? That's this stuff I'm drinking. Because you know that's the sign. It's like these moonshine makers and everything. If they get it wrong, they get the balance wrong.
Yeah.
Turns you blind.
Really?
Yeah.
You know that.
So it's the difference between methanol and ethanol, and they boil at different temperatures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was a bit scary.
And then we threw them away. Well, like 3 or 4 liters.
Yeah.
We just
Had to pour it all away.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, it was. It was.
I mean, to be fair, the one I was drinking, I think it was 75% alcohol.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. But I like, funny story as well. So every time we come back from Mexico, I come back from Mexico, my bags are full of mezcales and tequilas.
Yes.
And I just passed through like the security, like what is it? Like
Well, you did that for quite a few years until I happened to mention in passing that there's a limit on the amount that you're allowed to bring back in your bag.
Yeah.
And you were just like blazing through, waving at customs. You know, when they stand there in front of the thing where it's like nothing to declare or something to declare.
Yeah.
And you always look at them and you try and act normal. Well, you were just acting normal anyway because you didn't even realise you had an illegal amount of mezcal in your suitcase.
I was bringing probably 8 bottles.
Yeah.
In in my bags.
Yeah.
And then also bringing some from the duty free. So probably getting 11 liters, 11 bottles.
Yeah.
At once.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did it so many times.
I did get stopped once. And that was because I had 4 kilos of flour.
Oh, yeah, but that was in Mexico.
Bags,
actually, it was in Mexico.
Wrapped in plastic bags and then taped up into parcels.
My brother laughed so much. He was like, how on earth did he think that was okay to do in Mexico?
And I'm just like gone, walking through security, waving goodbye.
Yeah.
And then shoulder guy grabs me. He's like, señor.
What?
No habla español.
And then
you'd gone.
Yeah.
And they were like, they literally had me up against the wall, stood like that. And he's like, su bolsa.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it's my bag. And then he was like, motioning to me to open it.
Yeah.
So, and these guys, they've got guns and everything.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the guards. Yeah.
They've opened it and then they've seen the 4 kilos of white powder wrapped up in this bag. And suddenly I was like, oh, God,
Shit.
yeah, of course. Because you can't buy this, it's Maseca flour for making tortillas. It's very hard. Well, you can buy it, but it's cheap in Mexico. Bought it there to take home, make my own tortillas. And then they did the whole thing of they got the knife and stuck the knife in there and tilted it and then pulled it out. In my mind, I seem to recall he literally, put his finger in it and rubbed it on his teeth like that.
He was just like pure corn.
Yeah, and then he didn't go, it's Maseca. I was like, see. And he goes, they laughed and they said, go on, off you go.
But I literally did a Bridget Jones on you. I just left you there.
Yeah.
That was bad.
That was pre-Duolingo as well.
You could have gone to jail. I was like, okay, bye.
Yeah. Wow.
You were literally in limbo because from where my brother was standing, he could see you, that
through
you
the
were
glass.
stopped.
Yeah.
And then I could see you, but after the guards, the thingy. So you
it's
were
no man's land because you've gone through security, you've gone through passport control or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was very dangerous for you.
Yeah.
Just my brother and I, we just laughed so much.
But when they stopped me, they must have been thinking, oh, boys.
What a gringo.
Boys, look what we got here.
Yeah, imagine just like 4 kilograms
Yeah.
in your hand luggage. Yeah.
Yeah. That was our 7-year itch.
The podcast that is definitely no relationship advice.